What up? What's really good, y'all? It's me, your boy Reggspitz. Y'all already know what it is. We back with another edition of that Spitz TV news. It's episode number 24, and we had some news going on this week. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it real quick. You know what I'm saying? Uh Man, we definitely have to start with Rest in Peace Takeoff. As we know, we dedicated the episode last week to Takeoff, who was murdered in a tragic situation in Houston. So they had the funeral service for him this week. And it was just more drama, y'all. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they were talking back and forth about the Prince family, or if they were going to allow them to attend the funeral or even come into town. It was talked about at one point in time that the whole Prince family, there was a ban on them in Atlanta. So it was getting very, very heated, and there's a death that's here, revered by many people. Takeoff of the Migos legendary group, so we know it was going to escalate. One thing that I saw that I just did not understand or agree with, I saw that the Prince family sent somewhat a type of memorial, but it definitely looked like it was just like to show that the Prince family's presence was there. And it was like on the lesser side of the spectrum as a tribute to Takeoff. I thought that was tasteless, man. But at the end of the day, this is hip hop. It's a lot going on. It's always some tasteless crap going on. And here we go with some more antics, you know what I'm saying? How could we expect anything less? But one thing we gotta say is just rest in peace, Takeoff, man. Somebody passed away in this whole situation, and it's very, very sad. Second topic we're talking about, or the next topic we're talking about, is the California situation, man. We just heard about Nas' house being robbed as he attended an album release party in New York. It's just crazy in California. I mean, we know that we're living in a time where folks say we're borderline on a recession. But it looks like those folks out in California, whoever set out to rob rappers or have any issues with killing rappers or setting them up, it's like they have an itinerary on rappers. I've never heard of Nas having any home invasion things of that nature. So it's like no rapper is safe. And then at the end of the day, as soon as you leave to go somewhere, they know exactly what's going on. So that's a weird situation. I just don't understand what's going on with that. But Nas is the latest in a string of robberies slash rappers being harmed over there in California. He has a house in Calabasas, and that's what happened, man. It's like they're focused. Next situation we're talking about is the Kyrie Irving situation. I'm pretty sure y'all heard about this. Kyrie was and I also did a video on this as well, so I will include that in the description. But Kyrie uh, um, tweeted a tweet last week, and it had a movie in it that was on Amazon Prime. It was called H2N, Hebrew to Negroes. Um, a lot of people were offended by it. Jewish community was in an uproar, saying it had anti-Semitic topics in it. So there was a big backlash, and subsequently, Kyrie Irving was suspended from the Nets. At the end of the day, Kyrie Irving came back to apologize. I mean, he has a whole family to take care of. I don't believe that he didn't want to stand on his beliefs or anything of that nature, but he has a livelihood to attain. So he came back and he apologized, but subsequently, the Nets have told him that there's things that he needs to be doing before he could come back to play basketball, and everyone around the league feels that they're a little excessive. I'm not going to get into them. I'm just going to say that he has garnered some support in the last couple of days. Louis Farrakhan, Nick Cannon, and Jalen Rose, who spoke highly about him in the beginning, uh, backtracked his comments. And as he was backtracking his comments, Jalen Rose, you notice that he has on a Jewish symbol like medallion on his chain. So, that was wrong, and the apology is cool, but at the end of the day, I know Kyrie Irving has to be feeling it as well as standing strong in what he believes. And that's what we're going to mention on that one, man. Going to get deeper with the Kyrie Irving situation as we get more information, as Kyrie speaks on it a little bit more. But Kyrie seems to be standing in his culture and is embroidered in a fight for his people. Salute to Kyrie Irving. Prayers and well wishes as well. Next, we're going over. We have some sad news, man. Anthony Rumble Johnson. You guys might know who he is, but decorated UFC fighter. He had 2 UFC title fights, 29 UFC fights. He passed away at the young age of 38, man, and everyone was really in the dark about what it was or the causes of his death. Anthony kind of kept it under wraps as well, but through close sources, we found out the cause of his death was organ failure due to non-Hodgkin's lymphoma and hemo. So it's just a sad situation. He was very young, and excuse me, I just want to apologize if that came off tasteless, y'all. But rest in peace to Anthony Rumble Johnson. He passed away and was definitely one of the greats in the UFC sport. Next on to UFC again. Israel Adesanya lost his first bout last night to Alex Pereira. And it's been a storied little situation with Israel. He's defended his title numerous times. He's been one of the top competitors in his weight class, and he finally goes down last night. It was a very riveting match. At the end of the day, I don't believe that he prepared enough for the match. So it's just probably he's going to have to go back in and tighten up. On the flip side, Alex Pereira looked stunning. I mean, he came out, he looked like he was ready. He knew he had a game plan, and he stuck to it. So that brings Israel's Adesanya to 23-2. He's only lost 2 fights. And it was a very, very exciting match. I'm pretty sure we're going to be on the lookout for match number 2 when it comes down to it. And that brings us to the end of our episode where we talk about that album of the week, y'all. Y'all already know what time it is. And we went ahead and brought to y'all attention that Nas King's Disease 3. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and give it a listen. Nas always gives us some jewels. Pretty sure it's many jewels up in there. You know what I'm saying? I had a chance to check it out briefly. I went ahead and gave it 3.5 flames. You know what I'm saying? 3.5 flames. You know, I'm gonna matter of fact go ahead and give it 4 flames. The production is tight. I like the beat selection this time around. Nas King's Disease 3, man. Y'all already know what Nas does. Y'all go ahead and check that album out. As Nas was suing Pete Rock this week for some misunderstanding, but at the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do. Salute to Nasir Jones. I thank y'all for checking out this week's episode of Spitz TV News. Thank y'all. Y'all could be anywhere, but y'all rock with me, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all already know what it is, and as the news comes through, we're going to be bringing it to y'all. Y'all love each other and love yourselves and love who loves you, you know what I'm saying? And once again, it's me, your boy, Reggspitz. We'll be back this week, y'all. Y'all can check us out. We'll see y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, until then, y'all, I holla.